Before we begin, please fill in the attendance by clicking on the link provided in the chat box, and DGM101 Industry Speak will begin shortly. Assalamualaikum and good afternoon to everyone. Thank you to each and every one of you for being here with us today for our event, DGM101 Industry Space. Before we begin our event for today, I would like to introduce myself, Zana Mirza, as your MC for today. If you have anything to ask, you may leave your question in the comment section and we will try to answer it later. Your cooperation is appreciated. Thank you for being together with us today. First, let me welcome our honor lecturer, Puan Jasli binti Muhammad Dahlan, Coordinator Program BA 252, Degree of Digital Marketing, UiTM Campus Segamat, Johor. And our most welcome speaker today, Amanda Tan, the Senior Business Development Manager, and last but not least to our audience. Before we get started, let me share with you a little bit about our speaker today. She is a graduate of Bachelor in Economics at Melbourne, Australia. She then obtained her postgraduate diploma in marketing by Chartered Institute of Marketing UK in 2004. She first joined MSC Cyberport Johor in 2006 and was further promoted to Senior Business Development in 2011. Our speaker today has successfully assisted and facilitated 26 Johor-based IT companies to obtain 150,000 of MDAC pre-seed funding to develop innovative business ideas. She is the pioneer, the promoter, and the advocate for the MSC Malaysia initiative on behalf of the state government of Johor since year 2006. Now that we have learned about our amazing speaker, let us not keep you waiting. With a powerful topic of social media marketing, let us welcome Miss Amanda Tan. The stage is yours.
Thank you, Zaina, for your wonderful introduction. Today it's 2 o'clock, so I know some of you just have your lunch. Let's have something warm up first by let me introduce a little bit of MSC Cyberport background. All right, let's have an overview of Facebook marketing strategy. Let me have a disclaimer today. I think for the yesterday I had some of the guest speakers already introduced quite a number of the social media marketing strategy. So today I'm going to focus more on the Facebook marketing strategy. Okay, let's begin. A little bit of background of who we are, MSC Cyberport. Okay, we are actually, MSC Cyberport are actually owned by Cyberport Holding Syndrome Berhad. We have two major investors here, which is our local government managed by KPRJ. And of course, our chairman is our young Ahmad Rahmat Tungkudun Amina Maimuna. And then MSC Cyberport also owns two more companies, subsidiary, which is Cyber Solution Technology Syndrome Berhad and MSC Cyberport Development Syndrome Berhad. So as you can see from here, we are a very technology-based company. And we are not a digital marketing company here. However, because in order to promote the MSc status, in order to promote software engineering, and also the latest product, which is we carry robotic. How with all this robot and core business that we are doing right now, we need social media marketing or digital marketing to actually to introduce, to promote our product to our community and customers. Okay, let me ask the audience here, who is the founder of Facebook? Can everybody, if you may, you can type in your message. Let me see if everybody know who is the Cyberport, no, Facebook founder. I was going to say Cyberport founder. All right, just keep everybody awake. Okay, so I think most of you will know, right? Okay, let's me not to waste everybody's time. Let's see. You know this guy, right? Okay, his name is Mark Zuckerberg. Okay. So, do you know that Mark Zuckerberg started Facebook he's actually 38 years old. When he started this Facebook social media platform, it's at the age of 20 years old. So, I would like to know the audience here. I think most of you are around 20 plus, 20-ish. Ask yourself, at this age, what were you doing compared to Mark? Mark actually already started a Facebook social media platform with 5 of his friends. All right. Today, he's already 38 years old, and his net worth is 71.2 billion USD. Amazing, huh? So he actually Harvard University graduates, and then Facebook launched in 2004. Okay. So let's move on to the next thing. We know that Facebook has made a phenomenal in social media platform in 2006. And today, in 2022, okay, Facebook had 1.56 billion daily active users. And the average user spend about 60 minutes per day on Facebook. So, but 48% of marketers thinks that Facebook efforts are effective. With all this information, I think we cannot ignore Facebook. So, I'd like to know the audience here. Siapa tak ada Facebook account? I hope everybody have a Facebook account because it's very important if you want to run a business to promote your product and services. Now, let me share with you the most used social media platform worldwide, okay, in the whole world, seluruh dunia. Do you know that Facebook, you see from this chart now, Facebook is still number 1 in terms of social media platform. Okay, social media platform, we have YouTube, but YouTube is more like a search engine. Okay? People look for video. And then, of course, WhatsApp is more on the messaging, connecting with people. Okay, Instagram, you know that Instagram already acquired by Facebook, so it's under Facebook. They are joined together. Messenger is also acquired by Facebook, so it's also one. And then WeChat is more on the China market. People are using WeChat. TikTok is the upcoming short video sharing among the young people, especially for 15 and above, 18. This is one a very powerful TikTok for business as well. Look out for that. But today we are more focused on the Facebook. Right. So Facebook has almost 3 billion of MAUs. I hope you know what's MAUs. MAUs meaning monthly active user. So in making it the largest social media platform in the world, you cannot ignore Facebook. Walaupun a lot of people telling me, Facebook is only for people like, older generation. To a lot of younger, they said older generation, but actually no. If you are into business, it's still number one. You cannot ignore Facebook. So let's look at Malaysia. Social media statistic for Malaysia this year. There are 30.25 million social media active users in Malaysia in January 2022 this year. The number of social media users in Malaysia at the start of this year was equivalent to almost 92% of our Malaysia total population. Our Malaysia total population is 33 million. Can you see that the number is huge here? So let me break down the user different social media platform, which is Malaysia. Okay, Instagram user in Malaysia. The number published in meta advertising tools indicate that Instagram had 15.55 million users in Malaysia in early 2022. TikTok figure published by ByteDance Advertising Resources indicate that TikTok had 14.59 million users, age 18 and above. So TikTok are younger generation. Facebook in Malaysia, we have about 21.7 million. So in terms of 30.25 million of social media users, Facebook already, occupied almost like more than half of it. Okay, so this is a very powerful platform that we have to focus on. Now, we all know that Facebook is a company and is also an apps. So in order to make the differences between the company and the apps, Mark Zuckerberg actually announced that Facebook company changed name to Meta. All right. So Meta now is the company name. The apps Facebook name is still there, right? So the Meta focus on will bring the metaverse to life and help people to connect, find communities, and grow businesses. So grow businesses is still one of the main functions that people use Facebook. Okay? So Meta, why they change name to Meta? It's a little bit tell you why. Meta, because now Mark Zuckerberg focusing more on the 3D space in metaverse. It's a virtual world will let you to socialize, learn, collaborate, and also play in ways that go beyond that we can imagine. So we will pour it resources now into constructing virtual reality product and setting up metaverse. So metaverse is like a virtual reality space where computer generate environment, and then you can actually create your own persona or you say your avatar. Okay, so in future, mark my words, VR, virtual reality, augmented reality, and also AI. Okay, it's going to be huge in metaverse. So why I keep on emphasizing that we should focus on Facebook. I think just now you can see the statistic. You know that Facebook have a wide audience roster. Women between 18 to 24 and male between 25 to 34 age group consisted the biggest demographic group of Facebook user. We call this group of people Gen Y. Okay, Gen Y. So Gen X, 62% of online senior age 65 plus are Facebook, and 72% are aged between 50 and to 64. We call it baby boomer or Gen X. So 76% of 18 to 24 years old using Facebook are Gen Z. American, they call it Gen Z or Gen Z. Okay. So with this statistic showing us here, the group from age 18 to 64 are a huge group here that we should focus on. And of course, in order to focus on, there are certain strategy that we need to adopt. Okay? Now, the second reason why we want to use Facebook marketing to grow your business, because of the pocket-friendly medium to get leads. Okay, one of the coolest things about Facebook is about the ability, okay, to fetch relevant leads for a very economic rate. Facebook leads ads, we call it. Actually, they're actually adopting from lead magnet strategy. If you're doing marketing course, you should know lead magnet strategy is a very useful strategy to actually to get leads, generate leads. So what are Facebook leads ads? So Facebook lead ads are pre-filled form, promoted form that facilitate marketers to ask for the detail of the audience in exchange for promoted incentive. For example, sometimes you see the sponsored ad, they have the newsletter subscriptions, they have the contest registration, they have the free ebook for you to download and product to try, etc. All in one. To do that is actually the company wanted to get your information. So what is lead magnet? A lead magnet is a free resource that attracts potential customer for your niche to click on. By using this free content, visitors are more likely to sign up for your email list, eventually become a paying customer. So sometimes why people wanted to give their personal information, their email, the telephone number, for what? Nobody going to do that, right? So unless you give them something meaningful, something useful, something they can use as a knowledge, so in return, they fill out the information in the pre-filled form. So example for lead magnet is like ebooks, white paper, video training, free tools for them to use, case studies, reports, giveaway, meaning goodies. If you want to give them some sample to use, and survey form. So in the nutshell, if you want to generate leads online, then your business needs a lead magnet. That's it, period. Okay, so this is very important. Right, so this is some example of how Grab, the company here, Grab, all of you know, they come up with this, find out how to build a hybrid workplace with a flexible approach. So this is a photo, strengthening team bonds with delicious food. So indirectly, they sell the Grab food services. So indirectly, they're actually giving something not related to their services. Actually, they're giving something like employee. So you see the right-hand side, keen to learn more on the key pillars of the employee advocacy. Okay, let's find out something that you don't know. So on this right-hand side, the company name, I put up my name, the industry, my full name, my phone number, my work email address. I'm giving out all my personal information to Grab. Okay? So they got all my data. This is important. This is your potential customer data. So that in future, they actually can push their advertisement, their promotion to me directly, either to my email, they can do an email marketing, or they can do a mobile marketing because I given them my phone numbers, right? So this is another example that I'm going to show you. This is actually from overseas. So they are actually promoting their new car. They ask the user, come and test drive today. So Endomoto, buy your car today. Learn more about our new car models launching this year and sign up for a test drive. So in order for the customer to buy your car, your new car, that people never tried before. Maybe Proton should do the same thing. I'm not so sure Proton have that test drive on Facebook app or not. Like they will ask, which car model are you interested? It's a Proton, maybe Proton X50, X70. So you click on your information. Same thing, you can see the pre-fill form. You have to sign up by providing your information below. Okay, so the full name, the phone number, exactly the email. These are three main things they want to get from you. And the last page, thank you, you're all set. Thank you for signing. Your local dealer will contact you for a test drive today, okay, or shortly. And then don't forget, you always must put a link there. View your website. So this is another way to get the information from the customer. And at the same time, you put a link for a website. People can click the link and go to your website. So this is another way to draw traffic to your website. Yeah, it's quite clever. Let's move on. So how do you create a beatable Facebook marketing strategy? I think before you move on to in any business, first thing you should ask yourself, what is your goal? Why are you doing this? Okay, you set your goal right. And then you set your goal right. You don't simply set. You must be smart. Remember the smart that the rules that you're going to use. You have to be set your social media marketing goal that align to your business objective. I put out 3 points here. The first one is increase brand awareness. People want to build their brand identity, especially you are SME, you are new in the market, nobody know you. So brand identity, brand awareness is always the main objective. Second, you want to increase traffic to your website. Like just now I pointed out, you ask people to click the website view. And then, of course, generate leads. You increase the leads. Hopefully, you convert the leads to sales. People buy a product, right? So the objective is not just these 3 points. It can be more than that. It depends on your company objective. So, for example, maybe you want to grow the Instagram audience by 50 followers per week. Okay, this can be your goal. Because without your audience followers, sometimes it's really hard to push your information out to people, right? And then you increase likes. Okay, increase like I don't recommend because it really didn't provide you any real values or real returns. And we cannot really tell the customer really like your product or really like your post. Maybe it's just a picture. So we don't recommend to use like as your business objective. Now, number 2, whatever business you do, you must learn everything you can about your target audience. Okay, let me read it out. On the marketing side, the insight from defining buyer's persona can actually help you to improve your marketing strategy. Why? First, you must understand what your customer punya pain point, what actually bothering them. Okay, what cabaran they are facing. Okay, so it allows you when you create your message, when you actually customize your freebie, your offering, you actually target the right group. Of course, knowing where the customers spend their time online and offline. You know that all the business now is actually online to offline and offline to online. Okay, so for example, take MSC Cyberport. We sell robots to restaurant, right? So we must understand who will be our target customers, okay, our target company. So those company are actually restaurant owners. Okay, restaurant owner, their pain point is that the staff, okay, not enough staff, or staff always take MC, take leave, they do not enough staff to handle the customer. So these are the target customers. So when I customize the message, I have to target the owner. I must know what is their pain point. Then my message only can deliver to them. So documenting your key buyer persona profile. Ensure that all the marketing efforts are aligned with your customer needs. So important, what is the age? What's your target audience? Where do they live? They are in Malaysia, okay, Johor, KL, or where else? How do they use Facebook? What are their job and company profile? Okay? Where is the restaurant located? What are their interests? Okay, what is their pain point? What bothering them? So what is important to them? Okay, important to them, they need to have a good customer service to serve their dying customer. So what language do they use? Do they use Bahasa? They are all used to from to Chinese speaking or English speaking. So when you coin or you design your marketing content, you have to understand all these things. And what challenges do they encounter that are related to my product? For example, my product is robot. My robot can be a robot waiter to serve the customer with food, without any delay. So after knowing all your customers, then only you can actually design, create your powerful content marketing. Okay. So let's see another example. This is in overseas. This is Zipcar. Zipcar, they're doing car sharing community. So what they do here is, for example, Zipcar, a car sharing service realized the audience is urban dwelling. They are educated people They are techno-savvy consumer who are worried about environment that future generations will inherit. So they actually hone their social media content around the same intent. You know, this is a customer group, this is what they concern, this is their background. So when you do something, you have to do something will grab their interest. You see, they come up with Zipcar impact report. Okay, for people who are environment savvy, they will draw to it. Now, the step number 3, I'm more to plan to your content mix. So people will ask me, so Amanda, normally when you design your content, how do we do it? How we do hard selling or what? So if you heard about 80-20 rules, okay, 80-20 rules is a Pareto's rule, widely used not only on social media, in fact, in any aspect of business, you actually can use this one. So 80% of your post should be inform, educate, and entertain your audience. And 20% you can directly actually promote your brand. Meaning 20% is hard seller, 20% is about product. Okay, but you cannot be every day talking of product. People also get sick of it, you know. Boring lah, mengapa tiap hari pun talk about product. So 80% do something, don't talk about the product. But for example, if you are selling like just now the Zipcar, right? They talk about environment. Okay, then on the other hand, there's another rule you can use. 1/3 of your posts should share niche-related ideas and information, and can be shared ilmu to online. And then 1/3 of your post should interact with your followers. Sometimes you can ask questions like, you know, you can run a post, you can ask a question to your audience, and then get them interact with you. And 1/3, you should actually directly promote your businesses. Maybe you have special offer, special discount, and this is what content mix. So content is important. And then there are some ideas for you to achieve. You know that you need to entertain, you need to share ideas, you need to share knowledge. Okay, what you can do here, I'll share with you something that you can do. You can highlight a particular customer that is willing to participate. When you tag that person, or your post will be seen by your friends. But you actually have to get approval from the customer. For example, we actually create a video for our customers in a restaurant. We actually ask them to the permission for us to tag them so people can see their post and also see our reports, right? So you also do something for charity and tell followers about it and the cost. So for example, during pandemic time, during lockdown, MCO lockdown, and then all of us actually have to go and do our vaccination. So in the vaccination center are very high risk of people who are catching the virus. So what we do, we have a disinfection robot. The disinfection robot is actually to help the environment, sanitize the environment, the vaccination center. So we do it free for the vaccination center. So it's like so-called what we call social responsibility, okay, CSR program. So we have them and we share the information on our social media platform. So it's a good story to tell. Okay, or you run a contest, a challenge, competition. Some people they do what, you know, they actually ask them to come up, take photo shoot of their, let's say for example, is the residential area. Let's say they are selling houses. Maybe they will do a photo shoot on that. Okay, the other point is share authoritative articles or videos. Okay, let me share with you. Video is still the #1 powerful social media content that catch people eyeballs. Well, people are debating, should we do a long videos, 15 minutes, or should we do a short video, 15 seconds, which is good? People are debating. So it depends. It depends on your business. It depends who is your target audience. Younger target audience, normally, they have very short concentration span. So short video, like TikTok, interesting video like Reels, and then more attract younger generation. But if you're talking about something more important and serious topic, maybe you should do a longer video. That depends. Also, you can invite interaction and do some subtle market research by asking your audience to respond to certain questions. For example, you can ask about audience what they think of, let young children have vaccination whatsoever. Okay, and then share industry news with your thoughts. For example, we are IT company. We will share a lot of views on, for example, digitalization with our SME communities. Digitalization, how to go for digitalization, why you should go for digitalization, and how to use digitalization to enhance your effectiveness of your business operation. Last but not least, Facebook also have this live stream thing that you can do. Live stream is also quite interesting because you interact with it's like unprepared, interact with customer immediately, and it's raw and it's fun. The only thing, you must have the courage to do it because it's live. Whatever you say, you actually broadcast it immediately. So you say the wrong thing, you broadcast it as well. So, but it's very interesting and fun. So this is what some of the ideas that actually I'm sharing. But of course, like the ideas are not maybe to hear. Perhaps our audience here, you can have some ideas we share with us. Yeah? Because I think most of you here are so-called the young generation, the Gen Z or millennials. Maybe you have more idea that we don't know. Let's share it. Okay, this is a sharing platform. Today is not so much on I teach you what to do, but just sharing our ideas. Okay. So, and on top of that, you also, Facebook, they also have Facebook stories. You can actually make use of Facebook group that actually you can share your information to all this channel. The only thing is Facebook Messenger as well. The only thing is you don't want to, Facebook got many tools for you to use. But I do encourage that you try everything because in the end, you're getting nowhere. You might as well focus on things that you're good at and focusing on it and keep on coming up interesting topic or content creation. Okay, let's move on. This is another ideas on the 80-20 rules. So, have anyone here heard about newsjacking? We know about hijacking, right? So newsjacking is actually you allow the marketeers to turn into the trending topic, to talk about topics. It can be anything people talk about, all right? And into a viral content that encapsulates both the topical story and your own brand. Actually, you bring what happened in the market, combine with your brand story together, okay? So you look at here, Lego. Facebook 10-year challenge. I'm not so sure. I think most of you have tried this 10 years challenge. The 10 years ago, how you look like, and 10 years later, how you look like, right? I think at one time are very popular. So Lego are actually using that. They're actually using that. They are doing the Lego 2009. It looks like this. 10 years later, 2019, Lego is still look the same, never age. Huh? So I think it's quite creative. It catch people attention, right? This is one example. I have more example to show. Now you look at KitKat. KitKat, they have a KitKat, right? So, but iPhone have a problem few years ago. iPhone 6 Plus. Okay, iPhone, the consumer complaint, it can actually ban the iPhone in the pocket. So customer complain about, iPhone got problem, which is news in that at that time in 2014. So KitKat leverage on this news, and they say we don't ban, we break, and then somehow they draw an angle of 45. So I think that's quite intelligent and they get about almost like 13,000 likes and retweets 26,150 retweets of this KitKat chocolate. So this is one good example that actually they do newsjacking. Okay. Now we also have Dunkin' Donuts. All of them love Dunkin' Donuts, isn't it? It's sweet and nice to eat and to relax. So this phenomenon originated from a dress. You can see the dress here, a blue and black color dress and a gold and white color. So somebody posted this on a dress posted on the social media on Facebook, and within a week, more than 10 million tweets have mentioned about the dress. using the hashtags such as the dress, white gold, black blue. Although the dress is eventually confirmed to be color black and blue, but for some reason, some user actually when they see on Facebook, they see as white color and gold color. So Dunkin' Donuts actually very fast they calculate on this thing. Doesn't matter if it's black, blue, black, or white gold. They still taste delicious. Then they put hashtag the dress. You see, they're quite clever to actually use what the social news into relate to their product and brand. Okay. Now, this is our local Malaysia nanos, right? Nanos, they come up with a post, okay, quite recently. Nano Malaysia actually recently posted a very cheeky post on their Facebook page. In light of our former Prime Minister, he commented something on Malaysian Chinese use chopstick indicates they haven't fully assimilated to Malaysian culture. He just commented something. So what Nano do is they come up with a post. Tangan boleh, sudu boleh, chopstick boleh, Malaysia boleh. It's quite clever. They should use that word. So how you makan doesn't matter as long as we makan together. This is a very nice message. They actually use this, whatever happened in the news, making our former politician made a comment, and actually they grab it and turn it into something very tasteful. So if you want to use this method or you want to adopt this strategy, news jacking strategy, you have to be careful. Before you attempt to do news jack, okay, take time to consider the news item and make sure that the strategy will be very tasteful, is very informative, and bear in mind it cannot be offensive. Otherwise, people can sue you for defaming them. Okay, so be very careful. So when you do that, you make sure your marketing team have to read it and to revise it and to make sure that you won't actually offend any people, right? So these are some of the example. The previous was some of the example that actually I shared with you. The example, the list goes on. You just have to be creative and thinking what are the things you can capture in the news currently and then share it out. Now, Muda.com also got one interesting apps. It's saying, mana satu handphone pertama anda. I think most of you here are very young age. So maybe you never see some of the phone here, especially the item number A or Nokia. Nokia is B and C, I think. Okay. So and then we have phone that we can flip phone. And then we have BlackBerry as well. I think F is BlackBerry, okay, iPhone, and then so forth. So if you answer which ABCD, if you select the number, then people will know that you are belong to which age group. Okay? If I choose A, then people know that dia memang from zaman dahulu. Okay, so this is important, and this is very interesting to capture people's attention. And all of this here is about content. So content marketing strategy and how you design your content in order to get people to like your post, follow your post, follow your social media. It's all about content. So content is key. You heard of that. Last time people say cash is king. But today in our world, our digital marketing world, content is king. Why? Because first of all, it can increase traffic. You can increase traffic to your website. You can generate more important and relevant leads. People who will fill up the information and sign up or learn more, they're actually interested in your product. So they are more genuine. You attract customers. Okay. You also build a goodwill to the company. You have a direct communication with your customer if you're using the Facebook messengers. And then you improve your brand reputation. You attract new clients, new audience. Okay? You improve the bottom line that all the bosses interested to know, improve sales and revenue. Okay, so people expect good content to meet their expectation. Content is important. Everybody can create content, but not everybody can create good and valuable content. So that's why I spend a little bit more time today to to share with you what is good content. Yeah. Now we still got two more examples. Look at the one on the GSC. We all go for a movie. However, during MCO we can't. Now open up only maybe now we can. But previously, GSC share a thing. I come with my girlfriend, boyfriend, cannot sit together, man. I come with my friend, can sit together. From same house, cannot. No, can sit on my lap. So the answer is hello, cannot. See how clever? So it's very interesting that people still remember GSC, and they bring back the memory that you still want to watch movie in cinema, right? So we also have this Grab food panda. Actually, this is Sabah Chili Pani in Klang Valley. Remember to follow SOP. They also can use the news. It is never nice to be going through another MCO, right? So even though you can still order Sabah Chili Pani from food delivery apps, Malaysia, tolonglah sikit. So it's very short. It's not very long, but punchline. They got a punchline, and then they capture clients or user attention. So these are considered good content, right? Okay, so before that, previously I was talking about, actually it's all about the content marketing strategy. The last bit of the session, more towards on Meta Business Suite. Because whatever content you do, whatever persona of your user that you created, actually you wanted to use them onto your business page. Okay, if you are doing business, you must have a business page. That's you can't say much about that. So to do business, we are using Meta Business Suite. Previously, it's actually Facebook Business. Right now, they changed the name called Meta Business Suite since end of last year. And then with Meta Business Suite, they have some new tools and features that is on them. So let me go through some of the new tools and features. And first of all, it's like publish and schedule new post and story for your Facebook page and Insta together. They actually combine these two together on one dashboard, so it's easier for you to manage. And then you can read and reply to your messages and comments from your Facebook, Instagram, Messenger account in one place. Same thing, they actually combine these two together, so you can answer their messages onto one platform. And created automated responses for frequent question and action. I think most of you have experienced this before, that you see the apps, you're interested. For example, for me, I because I always look at computers and maybe feel my dry eyes, I click on the apps, they will lead me to Messenger, and then they will ask me a lot of questions. The automatic cover of the question ask me to choose the problem that I'm facing. Okay, is it blur eye? Is it you always shed tears? You always cannot see things clearly? You see mosquito flying? From there they have the keywords. Then they'll lead you. Once you choose whatever keywords, they will lead you to another answer, which already pre-designed. So this is good when you have a product very easy to sell. But then it depends on business. Certain business may not be easy. Let's say you are doing a software company. This may not be very useful. Well, it depends on how creative you come up with the questions, like you understand the scenario that the customer has, the pain point the customer facing. So automatic responses will give you a immediate or instant reply to the customer. So in the end, you also can get the audience insight, right? And then you can launch advertising on Facebook and Instagram together. What else? Okay, get access to other Facebook tools and settings to manage your business strategy. Like I mentioned before, they give you a lot of tools to use. Some are very useful. Some may be not useful. You have to try it yourself. You're going to just use everything, because in the end, you may not reach whatever your business objective or your intended objective. So, can I place the videos here? Okay, let me share with you 7 tips for effective use of Meta Business Suite. Okay. that's some sharing of the tips for using the business suite. Then let me move on. Just now, remember that I say when you do advertisement or whatever business objective you want to post your using social media, Facebook to attract clients, you must know the goal. Why are you doing your advertisement? Okay, you want to promote your page. You want to attract the target audience attention to the company page, increase the brand awareness and the number of page likes. So important that you grow organic rather than to pay money to get likes or get people to actually see your post. Why? Because Facebook, from day one they keep on changing their algorithm. So today you spend a lot of money. Wow, you get some people to look at your post, follow you. Maybe they change the algorithm today, okay, tomorrow. Only 2% actually look at your posts because they do not reach your audience, that your intended audience. They already change it. So that's why we don't encourage people to spend money to go and buy likes. Yeah. So, but if you don't want to pay money, is there another way you can actually promote the page for free? Yes, you can. Here are the tips. Number one, you build a base audience. Ask your friends, your relative, your mother, your uncle, your auntie, your makcik, to go and follow you and like your Facebook or your company Facebook. Offer promotion or Facebook contests. Provide interesting and very helpful content on Facebook. You can actually doing a very interesting video and then share promotional update to your Facebook business page. You have to be frequency. You make sure that you have a constant program post upgrade to updated. Okay, share customer feedback, right? Interact with other businesses and influencers and engage your audience directly. So some example. For example, you see there are 3 posts here. On the far right is about food. You actually can ask your clients to get a snap a photo and share on your Facebook page and maybe put some comment on that, give them some feedback. Or Instagram, you actually can use the Instagram live concert for them to create an event for people to follow you. So you know, if you have event, you got more things to share with customers, people more likely to follow you. And of course, the best part is we give away things. Okay, for example, you like this one is the last time to enter Fit Kit to give away. Fit Kit will give you some free gift for giveaway. This is a camera. Yeah. So this is something that you can do. This is some of the ideas just now I mentioned without paying any money on the apps. We can create the people to follow your Facebook page. Okay. And then get more messages. If your goal is to get more messages, you have to encourage users to send you message. Then you must also do something to get people. For example, this Jasper Cafe. They say get a free treat when you buy a drink. Claim in Messenger now. So people will send information to send messages. So this is one way to do. People love free things. So this is the best part, the best way to do it. Of course, okay, this is where you want to get more website visitors. So what you do, you reach out to people who are likely to click on the link and visit your website. So normally for, like this one is a personal trainer. You can actually, what you do, to learn more, you can go to the website, or you learn more actually telling people like Nike. Nike always post video on how to do training, fitness training. So this is a good way. It's not hard to sell Nike shoes and all these things. You actually share information, share important training techniques to user. Everybody talk about fitness. So don't do hard sell. Always remember, don't do hard sell. Sharing something useful to your audience. Let your audience follow you. See, wow, I always got this, how to train your muscle on hand, how to train your bicep, how to do kickboxing. All this very interesting. Also think about things related to your industry, but don't do hard sell. Okay, get more leads. I repeat many times just now, lead magnet. Lead magnet is to collect customer information through a very special form that you design from your website or Facebook form. You can use it to collect email address, phone number, and name. These 3 main important things. Yeah. So Facebook, they have that. Actually, they have a pre form that you can actually use it for. Jasper, again, Jasper is a unique community destination for ultra premium prepared food. Sign up to get offer. Okay. Right. Also, there are some recently launched features here. You actually can go to your Facebook page and check it out. The time limit, so I cannot go through every single feature. Go and have a look. Okay, have a look. Now, I think I have another short video. You remember just now I mentioned about auto messaging. So this auto messaging, they also have very useful features that you can actually have a look. Right. So this is the tips that you can actually use for the inbox messages. So Meta Business Suite is relative new solution for marketeers. Okay, it came to replace Facebook Business Suite, simplifying Facebook Instagram account on management for small businesses. However, Meta is looking forward to spreading the functionality of the platform to businesses of all sizes. Okay, they also want to take care of small businesses as well. Therefore, we are looking forward to see a lot more update coming soon. So stay tuned on Facebook Meta Business Suite. Right. So I think this is my last slide. So MSC Cyberport, we have Cyber Robotic Malaysia, we have Cyberport Academy, we have MSC Cyberport, actually Facebook social media page. And would like you, if you like our topic today, please scan this QR code and follow our social media for more information. We have a very creative digital marketing team here, and they have been updating a lot of interesting information to you. And then, if you like, okay, if you follow us, you click on us, maybe we can share with you. If you do that, we will share with you Facebook Marketing Guide 2022. Would you like to have that? If you like to have that, remember, please share. Please go and scan our QR code and like us our page. Right. Okay. Back to you, to our MC.
Thank you so much, Miss Amanda Tan, for your generously sharing your time and expertise. It is a very compact and clear explanation. Now, before we end the session, anyone would like to ask, may I leave the question on the chat box? If you have any question, you can just leave your question in the chat box and we will try to answer it. Okay, Miss Amanda, which social media platform is suitable if I want to sell food and beverages? I sell Chocojar from Diana Hussein.
Oh, okay. If you sell beverages, I think social media platforms like Facebook is, like I mentioned just now, the user group is so wide. From age 18 to 65, you have a right audience here to capture, and everybody love drinks, right? So please remember to use Facebook. Facebook is very powerful.
Yeah, as she explained just now, Facebook has a really wide audience. So maybe you should try with Facebook first. Okay, anyone
Yeah,
else who have anything to
yeah, and
ask?
then you actually can do this, if you have a new drink flavor, you ask people to go and like your Facebook and claim for free drinks and try it out. And then comment the drinks, the flavor.
Maybe you should take the tips from Miss Amanda, Diana. Okay, for the second question from Akil Amsha, how to gain more organic traffic other than promote to people that we know of.
Yes, correct. I think I share about few tips there. So the tips there is actually you to decide you get your people. You know, certain thing that you can do is to create some interesting video. That I mentioned just now. I emphasize many times. Content creation is important. If you want to do an organic reach, right? Increase your organic reach. Most important thing, rules number one, you must have your interesting 80% of your posts have to be entertain, educate, and inform. And then of course you have to be creative lah. This one I cannot teach you how to be creative, but you have to try and error. Facebook marketing is like this. There is no fixed rules to say that okay, this method must be correct. This method you have to do a lot of test run, test and error, and see what kind of post people like. Then you will know which one you should focus on. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Miss Amanda. Maybe we can get another last question. Another one last question. Anyone want to ask? Can just leave your question on the comment section. No one. So I guess that's it. And now we have come to the end of our first session today. Before we end, we would like to give a certificate to our speaker today as a token of appreciation. Thank you so much to everyone for joining our first session today. We truly appreciate it. I would also like to remind everybody that we will be having our second and last session today at 9 p.m. with CMO Media Lab with another talented speaker. All right, before that, please help us to fill in the feedback form that we just shared in the comment section. I truly appreciate the speaker today. It is uh, I hope it will be very beneficial to us, the sharing just now. Once again, I want to thank you, and we will see you guys in the next session.